Smiles all round, it seems. The refs are ready, the players are ready. And you're ready as we get underway with the Holden Cup. The Sharks kicking off, defending the southern end. And it appears running into a slight breeze in this opening 40 minutes. A new look Gold Coast Titans jersey. From the front, it might even look like the alternate jersey for the old Western Suburbs Magpies, just a little. They operate this short side and really good meters for the Titans and some powerful running. This near side, Ethan Roberts, Big Max King. One of many big frames in this Gold Coast outfit. Downfield they go, a nice kick from Josh Rogers. Well taken by Sione Katoa. Travels across field nicely. We'll say on his first touch, it is exactly the same name, but different family. Different person from the Sione Katoa that you Penrith fans come to know and love.
Really good opening set there from the Gold Coast Titans. Strong through the middle, play to their strengths. They've got some strong edge running back rowers, and Bernard and King there up front as well with Nathan Watts. They really lay a great platform. They need to get back to what's been working well for them in the opening few rounds. They went away from that against the Bronx last week. No doubt trying to play to their strengths.
Playing to this near side. The Sharks, looking to get up for a quick play. The ball just taken back to the ground. Up we go. Right boot of Jack Williams. Nicely taken at the back by Tyrone Roberts-Davis, and the chase was a good one from Cronulla. The pressure was extreme. He did very well because there's quite a breeze here on the edge of the bay. This is Jed Cartwright. Back into the centres, this right-hand side of the field today. The omission of Brian Kelly, an ankle injury. And poor Ben Wolfe and the Gold Coast Titans have certainly got quite an injury list after just 6 rounds of Holden Cup action. Over halfway. One thing we can identify in these opening 2 sets, the meters have been pretty easy to come by for the Titans working from their backfield. Nice take there from Will Kennedy. He is wearing jersey number 7, but playing at fullback for the Sharks today.
Yeah, both pretty simple sets, as which you'd like at the start of the game from both sides, making plenty of meters through the middle there. But wait for this game to unfold, and especially the ball movement that you'll see from the Sharks. They've got some great halves there. Reece Davies coming back in after missing that performance there last week. That's a huge inclusion for them. He loves to get the ball wide. There's a lot of players coming out of their SG ball system who won the competition last year. They love to throw the footy around.
We often talk about junior league nurseries and who's got the strongest and where the base is at. And traditionally we would say Penrith and Parramatta, but last year the Sharks cleaning up in the junior age grades, and the signals are that the next 5 to 10 years we're going to see a plethora of local juniors push their way through into the top grade.
Yeah, the Harold Matthews and SG Bull sides are going really well again this year. So there's some really, really great signs for that.
Awkward play the ball. Jed Cartwright bumps off one. A good right-hand offload. He found the fullback, Tyrone Roberts-Davis, on his right-hand side. Manakaros moved into dummy half, but Tyrone Roberts-Davis knocking the ball on. Awkward play the ball. And it's because his shoes weren't done up.
Can't forget to tie the laces up. He hasn't got the tape around them either, which they'll come undone quite easily too. But yeah, just a sloppy play the ball, and all that hard work by Jed Cartwright getting the ball free. And Tyrone Roberts-Davis, he had plenty of work to do. He had to come back in field, and then a sloppy play the ball. And now this is really the first, reasonable attacking opportunity for both sides. They've both been working out of their own end. A good opportunity to post some points.
Reece Davies in 19. That's him with the football now, former Dragon. Playing halfback for Sharks today, and good ball movement as a result. The meters were easy and effective for the Sharks, playing back through Jack Williams. The ball dropped early in the count, and an opportunity here to counter-attack if the Titans are good enough to Jed Cartwright, and up very quickly on him was Lachlan Stein, and he had to be.
Lachlan Steins on another offload here from the Titans, starting to move the ball around themselves, but that battle between Lachlan Stein and Jed Cartwright out here on this closest edge, it's going to be a real battle.
Playing to the left-hand side through Roberts Davis, Philip Sammy. Second play here. Oh, a horrible ball from dummy half, but taking it nicely on the bounce, and he showed a deal of patience there. Kalipi Kafa out to Cartwright and cut down in a cracking tackle. Again, it was Stein. Being forward is Ethan Roberts. Ooh. Looked awkward. Very.
Get up.
And testing there.
Enough. No.
Mark's in here. Copy, go back. Don't lash out, 11.
Our referees are Peter Goff and Casey Badger. And here come the Titans, and they do so through big Kurt Bernard. Generating some power there. Akaros. Nice clearing ball. Ty Barry offering it to the line for Kafa, and there's the try. Manakaros, aware of the defensive weaknesses, right on the line. Corey opens the scoring. What a start on debut for the little hooker.
Yeah, great start, isn't he? Saw a half little opportunity there. He had his two big men on the outside. The show and go shows great strength and determination to put the ball down. But it came on that costly error from the Sharks down the other end of the field, giving them this opportunity. And a great little start to the Titans. Early start for them on a 7 a.m. flight to get down here. But this is perfect. Perfect start for them.
They're on the 7 a.m. flight, so some of them up at, I guess, 4 a.m. We've been awake at 4 a.m. on the Gold Coast previously. That's where we'll leave that. Try on debut for this young man. Well done.
Yeah, Manila Tigers and a North Tamworth Bears junior, and he actually went to my old high school, Farrell High School, along with Ty Barry in the halves there as well. Fantastic high school up there, so great to see some of the kids coming through from my old stomping ground.
There you go. Our own Roberts Davis. 10 metres off centre. Should be a gimme. It is. 6-0 to the visitors, to the outsiders, after just 8.5 minutes of footy.
I think one thing that'll be really pleasing to Ben Wolf would be the involvement of Jed Cartwright early. He's missed that game last week, but he's had an injury concern with his ankle as well throughout the starting few games of the season. He's been heavily involved. That second phase play that he can do out wide, he's already looking like he's going to be a real handful for the opposition.
It was badly knocked out in Canberra a couple of weeks ago, Jed Cartwright. Missed last weekend's game against the Broncos. Strong running again. Bernard. Max King. Some powerful frames in this football side. Manakaros moves into dummy half. Bumps out of the first. There's a little bit of confidence on debut. Scores a try in his third set. And a line break there in the fourth. We might just call Kurt Bernard brute for the afternoon. He's playing like that at the moment. In between kick. not really attacking, not looking for territory, and somehow they've ended up with a result here.
Yeah, I thought Josh Rogers might have played at the football there. I think it might have been a tough call against the Sharkies, but plenty of pressure there. A nice little kick back in against the run of play there with Ty Barry off the inside of his foot there, just kicks it back across. You see, just comes out. Does he play at the football here? Gets his hand around it. He certainly does. But it was a one-on-one sort of strip there attempt. It should have been.
As a result,
it
it's
is
knock
the
on.
Sharkies' ball.
Yeah, it is knock on Titans. Very lucky break there. Fortunate break, you might say, for the Sharks, the home side, who trail by 6. Brayley in a dummy half. Trying to establish a little bit of midfield authority here. Stein, we've seen him defensively shine already. That was nice. In attack. Tackled on the 40. Ball loose.
Stand up, 8. Just too slow.
Essie Farga Tumaga
Stay behind him, mate.
losing the ball there. A rake called, a sloppy ruck again. Penalty apiece. And a real chance now for the home side. Jaden Walker goes straight through, in one side, out the other. Gets down low, over the line.
Touch or touch and go?
And they've ruled
20.
it.
20.
I
No.
won't be fast then, mate.
You go to the middle post.
Yep.
30.
Wow, I thought he got down low there. Hit the replay here was really poor defence by Jed Carter. I've given him some huge raps with the ball in hand. That was disappointing. Getting down low, Tyrone Roberts-Davis must have done a great job to hold that footy up.
He must have been under the football.
To be able to bundle him in goal there, that's a huge play.
I thought that was a given. The points there. Well, under the officials spotting that. What a relief for the Titans, and what a missed chance. More importantly, I guess, for the Sharks. He'd done all the hard work, Jaden Walker. Here's King, stepping off the left. Trying to get past Tepai Fuiavalili. He's posing front rower. Carlos, dummy half, playing it out to the left-hand side. Chip over the top. The Sharks now into touch.
Into touch, Sharks.
Little impulsive football, spur of the moment stuff. Probably wasn't in the game plan, that, as we go back and have a look at this effort from the Sharks in the last set from Jaden Walker.
Yeah, and Tyrone Roberts-Davis there, and he just holds him up. That's a huge play there. It did, the vision that we got, looked like he got the ball down, but that was a big play there. And as you spoke about, Andy, maybe not in the playbook, but there's a lot of stuff in the NYC competition that probably isn't in the coach's handout. They just come on, bit of flair.
Al, there's nothing better than a good old referee's sledge. Let's give him a massive rap to all the officials involved in that Jaden Walker no try. They have picked that perfectly. Penalty here for the Titans in the go zone. Bump over here as Roberts backing his way towards the line and wrestling for every metre. He already has one on debut and is dangerously close to a second. Held up over the line. Back 10 we come. Corey Manakaros. Josh Rogers moves into dummy half. They play out the back to Ty Barry. Running the angle line there. Unfortunately, unsuccessfully, was Philip Sammy. Bernard looked for the offload. It was an option until the tackle proved to be just too good from the back rower there for the Sharks, and a drop ball. Neither side really able to get into any real rhythm in the opening 15 minutes here. Just the one converted try.
They were building nicely to that right-hand side. Menakaris gets the ball out in front, and Josh Rogers just takes his eyes off the footy there. He had shape. He was trying to get the football to Jed Cartwright on the outside. big body there, needs to use him up. Having that battle with Lachlan Stein. Just drops the ball. The Sharks got to work it out of their own end once again.
Rolling the sleeves up again. Cronulla. Happy to do so. Very much mirror image of their first grade side. They're a footy side that will grind. This is Jaden Brayley. One of 3 Jadens in this forward pack for the Cronulla under-20s. Popular baby's name in the Shire 19 or 20 years ago. It was obviously a popular pastime in the Shire 19 or 20 years ago.
Let's go, Riders.
Up we go from the boot of Jack Williams. Pressure on the back for Tyrone Roberts-Davis. Took it easily. Unorthodox in his running style and his stepping, and he ends up fair on his backside, courtesy of another strong tackle from Lachlan Stein.
Yeah, defensively he's heavily involved, isn't he, Lachlan Stein? That was a great shot there on Tyrone Roberts-Davis. But they're just building the Sharks. They haven't had too much opportunity in good field position. We've heard a lot about their attacking play that they can showcase. They just haven't had an opportunity, but credit to the Gold Coast Titans. They're playing to their strengths, playing through the middle at the moment. The big men doing a wonderful job rolling up their sleeves and getting downfield.
Offload, stay up.
Nice late offload there. Ends up somehow in the hands of Ethan Roberts. Corey Menakaros was also part of that. Roberts has been injured here. They go out the back to Ty Barry. Looking into the sun. And a knock on there at the back from Will Kennedy.
Offside.
And offside. Penalty right in front of the posts, 10 metres out. If it was first grade, you would take the 2 points without any consideration. In under-20s, you'd almost be suspended for 2 weeks for thinking about taking the penalty shot at goal.
Oh, fantastic kick, and as you spoke about, Eddie taking the tap. Bernard racing ahead.
Big brute Bernard.
Why would you take the 2?
Yes.
No way.
Just give it to Big Kurt.
What about that? He charges onto the football. But put that down to Ty Barry, the kick. The torpedo bomb. And put all the pressure on the backfield there of the Cronulla Sharks. The spiralling ball coming down, but also looking into the sun. And then look at this, simple as you go, but he's charged onto it. Big Kurt Bernard plants the ball down. The defence had no answers there. They probably should have done a better effort, but a great charge. And the Titans continue their point scoring early.
You know, very easy to point the finger at the defensive line and be negative about the Sharks' application there. Rather look at the positive and say, well done, big unit. Ran strongly and deserved your points. Your second try for the year. A pretty easy kick as a result for Tyrone Roberts-Davis. 1 from 1 this afternoon. Almost right in front. Coming off a pretty ugly loss. I say that respectfully, as respectfully as you can, to the Broncos last start. The Titans really embarrassed by Brisbane, 48 points to 10. Using that as the gauge makes this performance so much more impressive and so much more important.
Yeah, and without Brian Kelly and also Greg Lalesio in the centres, they're their 2 strike players that they get a lot of football to, that score a lot of points out wide, who create a lot of opportunities for their wingers on the outside, both missing through injury. They're doing a great job.
Add, I guess, Braden McGrady and guys like Morgan Boyle and Sammy Swift into that equation, and they are doing a great job.
Jones is going to beat. It's an 80-minute performance.
That's exactly right. We're only 20 minutes into the game. 60 minutes and 60 points available most weeks. Nathan Watts doing a great job there and attracting the attention of 3, brushing one off and driven to the ground by 2. Really impressed with this young fella. Max King, another offload to Kurt Bernard. And they are really attracting the defenders, shortening up the Cronulla line, and a penalty there for a hand-in on tackle for a repeat set. And so often in any form of age football, repeat set means points.
Yeah, and the possession of the Gold Coast Titans. It is touched here. And this is the hand. Oh, there's not too much in that from the Sharks, but it was called a penalty. The kick for touch nearly gets stopped there.
The kick for touch was, well, looking at what the Titans did, they just pushed it, tried to push it out over the sideline. The Sharks were right onto that and almost came away with possession. They touched the footy. As a result, it's a scrum here.
See the penalties there, the Gold Coast Titans are winning that battle, but the possession too, they're almost 70-30 possession at the moment. They've got all the ball in good field position.
Sammy being driven towards the sideline. Great defence, Cronulla. The right-hand unit identified, slid, worked together and drove the Titans into touch before the first tackle. This is really good stuff. Great defence from Farga Tumaga. Bessie firing up on that right-hand side.
And Tuolangi there as well, coming in to help him, bundle him over the touch. That's a really big play because the Titans have had all the ball down this end of the field. Can that just be that energy, that determination there to bundle them in a touch? Can that be a real, momentum swing back in favour of the Sharks?
They use it to their advantage. Really positive defence into positive attack here in this set. So again, they're rolling the sleeves up. Backfield is hard work for the Sharks today. Not so for the Titans, who are getting up off their line very quickly. Cartwright slides down, but defensively the ball still came free. This is Sione Katoa, tackled just short of halfway here. Late in the set. Time now to press for Cronulla. Back to Brayley. Williams over the top, and no real test. In fact, no test at all from that kick for the Titans back three, who took it comfortably and had plenty of room in front of them before the defensive line.
Yeah, it was a bit of an in-between kick, wasn't it? It wasn't a bomb. He didn't launch it in the air, give his outside men, the chasers, any opportunity to attack the football, and he didn't find any grass. He couldn't keep it low enough either, so a bit of a missed opportunity once again for the Sharkies.
Karos opts to come to the right-hand side. Ends up with Roberts just over halfway, and another penalty. The count is now 5-1. I'm quite sure John Morris, the coach of Cronulla, will be filthy with the penalty count and the ill discipline. I think all the penalties so far have been warranted. I don't think he'll be pointing the finger at the whistleblower.
Yeah, Jaden Walker just on Ethan Roberts there, hands in around the football.
Oh. It's such a fine line,
Yeah,
but hands anywhere near a ball now, under the current rules and interpretations, give the referees no alternative but to blow the whistle. Heading out to the left-hand side, stepping back in from the sideline. And denied. That is great attacking football from the Titans. Better, though, was the defence from the Sharks. Well done. Watts on the bounce. Still inside the 10. Manakaros playing out the back now to Jed Cartwright, who is upended. Again, strong stuff.
Blood bin. Tackle 4.
Oh, Jed. He's been opened up. Okay.
Come on!
Just above the left eye. Looks horrible. It's not.
Yeah, trainer. Can you wipe that,
Just a
please?
little trickle from the
Yes,
eyebrow there.
that's right.
Can't believe they have to go for something like that. That's a real... What about the tackle from Stein there?
A beauty.
He's been fantastic defensively up against a bigger man.
11.
Play on is the call here. This is Max King.
Stand together. Last tackle. 10, hold the line here. Hold. Go.
Last tackle. As the 5'8", a nice kick from Josh Rogers, forcing the Sharks to play at it. And a repeat set here for the Titans, who lead by a dozen. Jed Cartwright getting taped up on the field. And they're not going to use up an interchange here. The skipper, he'll have some stitches at half-time. And I know, as big and ugly and wonderful as these kids are, mums and sisters get very overprotective of their babies. And I know his mother Sue and sisters Lexi and Eden would be watching on, thinking, oh, poor Jed, he's all right, he'll battle on. Playing to the right-hand side, the Titans, a little bit of space here.
That's in the dead, 20 restart.
And came off Cronulla, then ricocheted back to the Titans. No knock-on rule there.
Yeah, it was play on with the ball knocked back there, and Tyrone Roberts-Davis just kicks it into touch. And now they're trying to get upfield here quite quickly. You can see the energy from the Sharks has been all out of their own end. Haven't had too many opportunities down in good field position.
Yeah, this is better stuff from the Sharks. Good running from Tuolangi. Josh injecting himself with the football after some really strong defence in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Brayley plays it wide to Williams. Oh, the ball's come free here out of the hands of Afaga Tumaga. Might just call Afaga Tumaga Bessie. A little easier for the rest of the afternoon.
Such a strong defensive performance down that other end of the field, and a simple catch there. He's put that down. He'd be disappointed with that because the Sharks, you could just feel them brewing quite nicely, couldn't you? But the Titans, they just keep hanging here. As we spoke about early on, they will make you work for everything. They might be down on a bit of personnel, but they will throw everything at you.
Double change from Ben Wolf. This man, Simone Fatafehi and Sean Hinton, are on the field. Jerseys 18 and 16. 4 young men on debut for the Titans today.
I've got not played at.
And not played at is the call there, so the Sharks will end up with the footy here. But another very close call.
Yeah, neat little kick in behind there. Ty Barry just coming through there. They just try and kick the ball as well. Not played at. Still the Sharkies' feed.
Dave Pritchard on camera there, pointing at the Sharks, saying they took it out, it was their fault. Nah. Couldn't convince our refs, Peter Goff and Casey Badger. Well, that was the case. Half an hour in almost, and the Sharks yet to trouble the scoreboard attendant. Near side to Jaden Walker, came so close to scoring earlier. This is Justin Timu. Over the 40-metre line, some real power running. They come back to Davies. Pumps the left boot downfield, and far too much on that. So back to the 20 we will come with a 7-tackle set for the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah, Rhys Davies straight off the boot there. There was way too much on that. Played 10 games for the Dragons in their under-20 system. Great little player. One of his strengths is his kicking game. That one just not executed quite to his liking.
Here and hold one. Hold.
Markers.
Nothing wrong with Jed now.
No.
Tackle 2,
Something
12.
wrong
You're
with
going
his
to need a new
jersey.
mate. You're covered in blood.
Yes, there is.
You got to go and change
Need
your
a new
jersey,
jumper,
12,
son.
covered in blood. Someone else played more. We're on 2.
Tackle 2.
Wait for his whistle. Use your
Just
foot.
wait. Back here. Tackle 2.
That's cleaned up. The jersey's not. So back into the sheds he runs, Jed Cartwright.
Sharks here, 9, hold! Hold! Go, 3.
The left-hand side is King. Spits it out the back. Second phase football here from Titans through the hands of Ty Barry initially. Lafahey. Still the last.
15, you're in front of him when he
And a
kicks it.
penalty for offside. It was all just a little ugly at the end there for the Titans. They knew what they were trying to achieve. Just couldn't quite get there. Downfield, the kick goes for line, and somehow it has found the sideline. A contender for worst kick of the year. Luckily, the Titans weren't back to really make the Sharks pay there. And we could look back at that as a real pivotal point. Because here comes Cronulla, great field position, looking for their first points for the afternoon. Nice work there from Walker, equally as good was the defence. Centre field, inside the 10. That's the way the Titans' defence appears to be stretched. They do well and get up in the face of the ball carrier extremely quickly. They're fanned back out to the left. The hands of Davis, who goes straight through and over. The little number 19, Reece Davies. Opens the account for the Sharks. And we have travelled the best part of 100 metres in the last 60 to 90 seconds. An awful kick for touch.
Yeah, Jack Williams, it was a shocker, wasn't it? But it made an extra few metres for them, which was valuable in the end. And Reece Davies, well, his execution on his kick wasn't quite up to his standard, only a couple of sets before. But this time with the ball in hand, he takes on the line. Great speed, great determination, gets through. And didn't they need that 4-point of the Sharks? It's been all the Titans, had plenty of ball. Had a mountain of possession against them. They get a good little opportunity. They bring on some interchange players. And the Davies, well, he takes them on in his first Holden Cup try.
For the Sharks, lining up the kick is Bessie Farga-Tumaga. What a difficult assignment. Swirling breeze here. We're used to the southerlies that rip through the Shire. There's flags at all different points of the ground going in all different directions. Difficult day for the back three, the catchers.
You often see the kickers, it's their tactic to use that breeze to their advantage. The torpedo bombs, we've already seen Ty Barry launch one of those before. Come up trumps.
He is certainly taking his time with the kick. And marching in, literally. Well, when it works. Why change? Good kick from Bessie Farga-Tumaga.
Yeah, do whatever you need to do. If you can slot it between the sticks, come in and do a cartwheel before you do it, whatever it takes. But Reece Davies, great speed off the mark there. Took on the line. John Morris has made a few interchanges there. Billy Magoulias is on the field as well, a ball playing back rower there. And just can get that sense that they might just start to throw the ball around a little bit now. Perfect conditions.
Good little footballer, Billy Magoulias. We'll see him in jersey number 17. Oh, tell you what isn't good. That from the Sharks. On the back of their first points. Leon Tupuola shaking the head, apologising. It just happened all too fast. Awkward bounce, yes. Tupuola was there. So too Reece Davies, the try scorer, and all of a sudden the Titans have a great opportunity. Winding up here is just fire. launched himself back in. Now it's Sean Hinton.
Yeah. He's nowhere near.
17, not square.
Not square the markers. Hinton ran the angle back towards them. Maybe he saw something we didn't as the Titans continue the roll on. Fye again, his second possession in the last 30 seconds. Onto the field is Jordan Scott as they play out to the left-hand side. Another test for this Sharks defence on that far side, and they really have been very good, Cronulla, on that side of the field. Max King, limited by the opportunities he was afforded there. The Sharks defence right up in his face. The back to Rogers. And a drop ball here from the Titans, a huge relief for the Sharks.
Knock on. Scrum out here, Sharks speed.
11 errors in this game so far. The completion rate's just dropping off a little bit. Gold Coast have certainly had a heap more ball than the Sharks, and the scoreline of 12 points to 6 gives you Sharkies fans real cause for optimism.
Yeah, Ethan Roberts, the outside-inside play that a little combination with Roberts Davis and just knocks that ball on, but it's been a real shuffle around. Fatafahi is actually playing in the right centre position with Jed Cartwright off there, getting that jersey fix there after that nasty head cut.
I'm trying to figure that out. It took them 60 seconds to fix his melon, but it's taken them 10 minutes to fix his jersey. They mightn't have the spares down here. They might have had to throw the jersey in the washing machine out the back.
Somebody's finding an iron to stick on the numbers on somebody else's jersey. But that error now compounded with a penalty against them. And the Sharkies, Rhys Davis launches that ball down. A great touch finder there. 32, 3, 4, 5 metres there. That's a great touch finder there, Rhys Davis. Now they're on attack.
Get around, Leon. Play it, Billy.
17 here for the home side. Margulius. Crossfield is Brayley to link with Williams. He goes a little wider. Will Kennedy at 7, but playing fullback. Titans thought he'd knock that on. The refs wanted no bar of it. Justin Timu is tackled now. Centre field 10 metres out. Looking to square up here, the Sharks, after a pretty average start, it must be said. Oh, some heavy defence.
We'll probably actually end up having 2.
And we have got a couple of Cronulla players very average on the ground at the moment. One to his feet and one battling.
Well, the initial penalty was Billy Margulius when he actually got lifted in the tackle, and he got the offload away, I think, to Jaden Brayley, and he absolutely gets crunched. It's connected with the shoulder there too of the defensive player from the Titans.
Yeah, no good, the tackle.
So some concern here. Margulius is to his feet. He's okay.
And just caught the wrong way there.
One foot on the line here, Titans.
Jaden is back to his feet.
Wait.
The former Australian schoolboy. Penalty here. And fresh set for the Cronulla Sharks. Brayley moves back into dummy half. The offload there was a dusty one from Tupuola. They've lost some ground here, a little bit of momentum as a result. A test with a couple of minutes to go. The Titans on their line, they do lead by a converted try.
Hold the line, 9. Hold. Go 3. Got to be quick.
Brayley, the dummy half, elects to take it right to Williams. He switches left to Davis, who is monstered. Great defence from the Titans. Have they left a hole out wide? Perhaps. Stein down, metre short. Last play. Davis takes it himself, electing not to kick and still fighting for every metre. And if you're going to turn the football over, it's not a bad position to turn it over, but I think John Morris, the coach of the Sharks, might have been looking at points as opposed to just establishing a little bit of territory.
Well, everybody was ready for the short kick through, but the space closed for him there. So he had no real option other than to run it. And as you spoke about, Andy, turning the footy over there isn't a bad option there, rather than chancing your arm at a kick that you're not comfortable with and forcing a 7-tackle restart. So the Sharks show some real defensive vigour, though, coming into their play.
It opens up here for the Titans. Support either side now. Who can catch Tyrone Roberts-Davis? The answer is no one. And they go 98 metres to extend their lead just before half-time. Titans looking smooth.
Well, just as you speak about talking about their defensive vigour and the aggression that they started, they just slip off a couple of tackles, and then the offload away to Tyrone Roberts-Davis. He's a real speedster. He races away. A great chase in the backfield from William Kennedy, but just too much speed in the end. A great offload. Comes to the fullback there in Kennedy. Chases hard, but just too much speed.
Ball carrier there, Al. Looked inside, had support. Looked outside, had support. Do you just quite simply pick the fastest support player and give it to him?
Absolutely. He was screaming for the football too. He wanted it.
TRD, Tyrone Roberts-Davis. Try today, 2 goals. Looking to get into double figures on a personal tally right here with the advantage of 16 points to 6. Looking to make it 18. It is half-time. Siren in the background on a beautiful day here in Sutherland Shire. He's still sucking the big ones in, Tyrone Roberts-Davis. A long run then to back up as a goal kicker. Has struck them well so far. It's his most difficult assignment. And pulls it left. So there it is, half-time between the Sharks and the Titans here in Cronulla. At half-time, it is the visitors, 16 points to 6. And it is game on for the second half. A swirling breeze. So no real advantage to either side. Strong running and even stronger defence. The opening collision of this second half. Billy Magoulias. Along the second. Brayley brings it to this near side. Power running there from Ashley Nisbet. Well and Funks to his feet. There's Tinu. The left-hand side. Davies numbers here for Cronulla. And a knock on with a 3-on-1 overlap. That could well have been the perfect start for the home side.
Yeah, plenty of confidence in their opening set. The ball movement to that left-hand side. Williams Kennedy just got on the outside there. The fend off Ethan Roberts there. Gets the ball away. Just a knock on right at the death there. Katoa. Missed opportunity.
On the 40. Titans scrum feed. Ultimately possession. They play open side. Conservative and smart option here. Work their way into this second half with a 10-point advantage.
17, you got to lock in, mate.
Max King, 4 crucial offloads in the opening half. 13 hit-ups, 12 tackles. He is our stats man. Recording big numbers in all departments. 16 is Sean Hinton. He too on debut with Fine, Manakaros and Brett Stratton on the far side. They head towards Stratton's wing through Josh Rogers.
Last tackle, hold.
Last play here. Hint of a
9 on the right. 9.
bobble in dummy half there, but the ref said play on. And work his way through the middle of that chasing line was Will Kennedy.
Play it on the mark, 7.
Front on there, but bumping out of a few tackles. The Sharks, high energy in these opening minutes of the second half, as you would expect. Sione Katoa slowed down there. This is once again Nisbet.
Out together, lock in a marker.
Brayley. Running through Magulius.
Here's 4. Go.
Williams and also Davies controlling this Shark set and controlling it very well. They go to the number 19, the halfback, and his left boot. As casual as you could ever expect to see a fullback take the ball. And now he is being tested. Is the try scorer, Tyrone Roberts-Davis, the fullback. Maybe he was just a little too relaxed there.
You're just a step in front of the white line, Goffy.
Well, that's disappointing for the Sharks. All that hard work and that defensive pressure that they put on Tyrone Roberts-Davis there, as you spoke about, really calm and composed the way he got about the football. You can see the Titans bench there. Jed Cartwright, there was some images of him still being taped up, but he's right to go for this second half. But it's chalk and cheese, the opening sets of the second half compared to the first half. Some real ball movement from both sides. Come out with plenty of confidence, trying to test them. Now some second phase play from the Titans.
King again, a standout today, and tackled on the 40. Good before and into the line. Taken off the ball on the outside of the ball runner there. The Sharks perhaps lucky not to give away a penalty. Doing it without their starting props, Bernard and Watts at the moment, the Gold Coast. Taking it to the line, short and sweet. A good try. Simone Fatafahi.
Good strong carry out on that right edge there. They had plenty of energy and momentum down that side. That's where Jed Cartwright has been playing. He was replaced with Fatafahi there on the outside. Plays mainly in the back row and middle unit there as well. Has to fill in the centres. Great work, taking the ball to the line. Lachlan Stein had no real answers there. Ooh, gets the ball down just in the nick of time.
When the Gold Coast have looked at their best, in particular in attacking zones today, they've had numbers around the ball and options for the ball carrier. Keeps the defence just long enough on their heels to give them the advantage. So well done to the Titans there. They stretch their lead, currently at 14, looking to make it 16 here with the conversion. And we do have a change of kicker. Tyrone Roberts-Davis has handed over duties here. He struck his first two well, not so much his last. Rogers punches it low. It's waved away. Jed's on the mend. Bernard, Nathan Watts sharing the interchange bench with him at the moment, so a bit of strike power and more than a bit of size on the bench for the Gold Coast.
They can hold on to that lead there and bring them back on and finish the game off. That's great for Coach Ben Wolfe with the amount of injuries that his side has had. Oh, strong contact once again.
A really good shot put on there, and Max King dusts himself off, jumps back to his feet, gets ready to go again. Same way play here for the Titans. They've simplified things and looking the better team for it. Roberts now into Sharks 50-metre zone. It's where they've played a majority of their football so far today. Last tackle.
Right side's good.
Josh Rogers putting pressure on the back group there for Cronulla. A few nervous moments as that ball slowly bounced towards the touchline.
But it's almost a perfect set after points, isn't it? Plenty of pressure back on the Cronulla Sharks. Once again, working it out of their own end. We've called them so many times this afternoon, working it off their own try line there. Made it really, really tough for them. Great kick. Rogers, composure there at the back end. All the energy Gold Coast Titans way.
Jed Cartwright will be in 21 if or when he comes back on. So no, they only do bring the one set of jerseys. Really shortening up their defensive line from that scrum. The Titans making it harder for the Sharks to get through the middle or offering them the fringes to go around them. To the line, Williams. Tackle quickly, Brayley. Good dart out of dummy half. Former Australian schoolboy, his younger brother Blake, named in the Australian schoolboys team last year. Talented young family.
And Davies just going to the air there, trying to really test Robert Davis in the backfield with that swirling breeze, as you spoke about, Andy, and looking into the sun. But Robert Davis a couple of times under that high ball looks very, very comfortable and confident.
17, square 17.
Good communication from our refs. Goff and Badger today, just their third game, I believe, is a combination. Short of half one, so defensive advantage here to the Sharks, and we've got a penalty here. They had done all the work, Cronulla, defensively. They had been smart, they'd been solid, and a little ill discipline on the last.
He's explaining it to you.
As he chips through, he then lays the leg out and trips him over. It's on report. That's what the penalty's for. You put your leg out and trip him.
Justin Timu pulled up there by Peter Goff. Let's take a look at it. He knew, yes, backwards towards the ball play. He knew what he was doing.
He certainly did, yeah. Just putting it out. They had it covered too, no problems at all, the Sharks.
There was a time where any type of trip was early shower, no questions asked. Yeah, we've seen a few of those over the last couple of weeks, in particular in the top grade. Saw one last night. Titans looking for their 5th of the afternoon. And this would make them very hard to beat. This, however, could put the Sharks right back in it. Lachlan Stein, we've seen him defensively be so good this afternoon, and he has allowed just enough petrol in the tank to run the 98 metres required to put the Sharks right back in this one.
Well, what about that defence into attack in a split second? The ball bobbles up. He's been so strong defensively. Lachlan Stein, it comes free straight into his palm of his hands and takes off. Well, David Pritchard, look at him come screaming across in cover defence. But Lachlan Stein, he just hangs on enough to get to the other end of the field. And the Sharkies, is that a huge momentum swing in this game?
He felt like he was on a treadmill about there. And Kalipi Fakafa reeling him in. He had just enough. Well done. And he thoroughly deserves that, Lachlan Stein, because defensively he's been a standout. It's his 5th try in the Holden Cup over back end of last season and this.
And he'll be Coach Ben Wolf would be really disappointed there, because they built and they've been so disciplined with the football in hand, whether it's been forcing repeat sets or, you know, making the most of their opportunities down the other end of the field, and this time coming up with just some confusion there. I spoke about Jed Cartwright. That is usually his position out there on that right. Some confusion there. The ball bobbles up, and Lachlan Stein on the mark.
Bessie, Afaga Tumaga. One of the more unusual pre-shot routines here. It's a little dance.
The arm up too here, I think.
Yeah.
The right arm cocked.
Looks like he's about to do the monster dance, the Rocky Horror Picture Show to begin with. Get ready for this. And a step to the right. And off we go. Oh, too good. Too good. And Bessie, we can have a giggle at the pre-kick routine, but you get the last laugh. 2 from 2. 2 great kicks. And we have an 8-point game. 2 tries in this second half already. 1 apiece.
The Sharks would have plenty of confidence from performances where they have been behind and clawed back. The game against Melbourne here.
The game against Melbourne here on a Monday night, or Monday afternoon, was astonishing. They trailed by 28 points and were gone. Absolutely gone. They ended up 8-point winners, the biggest comeback in Holden Cup this year, and one of the most amazing games you will see. The poor Storm had no idea what to do in that second 40 minutes, because the Sharks, everything they did was perfect. So they've certainly got it in them. Have they got it in them this afternoon, though? Brayley, dummy half, turning the Titans around. Titans have still had the best part of a 60-40 possession split. Oh, dangerous, nasty.
In the air.
Unintentional.
You've got... He's gone into a dangerous position from your contact.
Come on, Jesse.
Chasing through there, Kalipi Fakafa. And instead, should I say, Jesse Savage. And poor Tyrone Roberts-Davis, wish he hadn't.
Well, he's still down too, Tyrone Roberts-Davis. He's in some real pain there on the ground. That was a really, really dangerous position. He was in there coming through. When you're in the air like that, you can't... You're allowed to contest the football. You can't take the player out there.
No, that's exactly right. You can contest the football, but you just can't do that. Second time he's battled with a little injury today, Tyrone Roberts-Davis. 26 minutes remaining. 8-point game. And a penalty here for the Titans. A penalty count of 9-4 to the visitors. And I've got to say, that is a horrible, horrible rushed kick, or poorly executed kick for touch. And instead of making an easy 20 metres, they've made about 4 or 5. And that's 15 or 16 metres the forwards have to make up.
Yeah, sometimes when your kickers rush those kicks and they only make the 10 metres, you'd love to give them put them in the front rower shoes and make them take the hit up off the tap there, run into the teeth of the big front rowers and just say, just take your time. Every metre is valuable.
The right-hand side. Really impressed with Ty Barry and Joshua Rogers. The 7 and 6 for the Titans today. They haven't overplayed their hand, and you speak to any of the coaches in the Holden Cup, and it's an ongoing issue with playmakers and the 20s level overplaying their hand.
That's fine. No, that's okay. It's 20. No.
That hasn't been the case today. Just a little too long, the kick there from the Titans, giving away a 7-tackle set here. The ball's slow coming back, and as a result, the Titans have reset their defensive line. And it's probably not as big a disadvantage as it has been. The ball's come free there. And another very pivotal moment coming free. Sione Katoa.
Over here, guys.
He says, sorry, boys. So too, Bessie Fagatumaga.
It was their hands around the football here. We'll see. A little lift in the tackle. No, it was just a loose carry there. Ty Barry in there trying to lock the football up. And a huge error coming out of their own end in a 7-tackle set as well. Titans back on the attack.
Stein again showing just wonderful technique defensively there. Holding on for dear life. This time on Ethan Roberts. Back-to-back effort for the left centre. Rogers offers the ball back on the inside. Now they're searching a little wider as I say that. They go back in towards the ruck. No real shots here. At the line, taken very easily. It's Jordan Scott, last play. Not a lot in this set so far from the Titans. Grubber through, off the posts. Ball is free. Picked up again by the Sharks. And a dropout, a repeat set. Yeah, a little fortunate the Titans there.
Yeah, there was nothing really going on there at all. And then the nice little kick in behind there. The ball was juggled at the backfield. Davies was there to clean it up eventually. But Ty Barry, some neat little work there. They get kicking behind. It got a bit sloppy at the back end, but they're forced to repeat set. Jed Cartwright back on the field too. That's a huge inclusion. Good contact there. Davies racing out.
A big shot. Fatafahi. Number 18 tackled. Cross field. Short ball was a good one to Fukafa. Scott moves into dummy half. Plays it to Barry, who steps left, right, and then is taken in a good strong tackle by Nisbet. Once again, Scott. At the back, a little sloppy here from the Gold Coast. Last tackle again. Very similar position to the last set. And again, they go to Barry. Grubber's ahead, but an easy take at the back and a little bit of room in front. An awkward collision. And I thought maybe Will Kennedy wasn't going to be as quick to his feet there. Oh.
Hey, Mark's just here.
All over him.
Fortunate call perhaps for the Cronulla Sharks there.
It was almost a penalty for the second effort. They called held and he went back at it. He didn't look like he stripped the ball, but I think it was more to do with that second effort coming back in there. But that was a huge penalty and a big let off there. As Afaga Tamaga comes screaming back in the line, trying to get some energy back into this Sharks lineup again.
Jaden Madonna back on the field for Justin Timu. Oh, a grab there from Kennedy.
Move 21! To me, hold.
And square.
Wait!
Deep breaths all round. The Sharks and the Titans with just over 20 minutes remaining.
Wait.
An 8-point game. Crossfield. Good ball movement here from Cronulla.
Tackle 4, hold here.
Nisbet tackled on the 4th, wrapping around. Agulius. Still fighting for every metre, Billy. Good quick play, the ball. They go wide here, the Sharks. Grubber through. It's Davis at the back. Nowhere to go. And we had a repeat set 90 seconds ago at the southern end of the northern end of Shark Park. Now it's the southern end and the pressure is all on the Titans.
Yeah, and Brett Stratton as well, I think, might have been in a bit of trouble when he shepherded one of the players off the ball there. Tyrone Roberts-Davis comes running around and still gets hemmed in goal there. Another set of 6, as you spoke about.
Stratton on debut, helping out his fullback big time there.
Yeah.
And the Sharks locals, they certainly noticed it. Strong carry. Jolliffe. Donna. Good power running from Cronulla. What a start to this set. Gurlius. Rolled onto his back. Brayley. Dummy half. Several options. He picks the right one. Josh Tuolangi adds his name to the try scorers list. And all of a sudden, back-to-back tries. The Sharks right back in this. Titans have opened the door and they don't like what they see.
Yeah, it's one of their go-to plays. Brayley does his sharp work out of dummy half dummies once, hits it to the inside runner there, cutting back inside, and it's Josh Tuolangi. He's got plenty of speed, plenty of power, and comes charging onto the ball, gets up, thank you very much, points to the sky. They needed that, the Sharks.
There's 2 career tries for Josh Tuolangi on this right-hand side. We have the pleasure of watching our man Bessie go through his paces, goal kicking again.
Great work by Rhys Davies to force that repeat set. You've got to pay a lot of attention to that and how important that play was before, and the kick chase as well to hem Roberts Davies in goal to force that repeat set, and then the great work, some strong carries to get them into some good field position and momentum and some quick play the ball. And Brayley, some neat little work out of dummy half. Finished off by Tuolangi.
Here's our boy Bessie. Enjoy it. A 4-point game. We're in the final quarter. Slowly making his way in. And just pushed it left. So it remains a 4-point game, 17 minutes remaining. Perhaps a little advantage to the Titans in terms of the interchange. They had their 2 starting front rowers as well as Jed Cartwright on the bench for the early part of this second half. That's going to mean some fresh legs. However, that is somewhat negated by the fact the momentum shift is in favour of the home side.
Yeah, Ben Wolf has brought back on Kurt Bernard and Nathan Watts straight away. Jed Cartwright not long before that as well. So they've got some fresh bodies on the field. But it's a ball movement now and a little bit of second phase starting to creep in as well for the Sharkies. It's just starting to trouble the Titans' defence.
Good run from Jesse Savage. This is Margulius into the hands of Madonna.
Hold here, go.
Adam, pull the trigger.
Jaden McDonough has been really good in his touches today. Highly impressive. Should be no surprise. Probably hasn't had the opportunities in attack that we normally see of him, but into Jaden. Here is Stein. Already has one. Now has a second, and we are level at 20.
What a try to the Cronulla Sharks. We've spoke about that ball movement that they can display. And right on, they turn it on, don't they? The ball movement out the back there, the short movement between the big man in the middle. Davies chiming in the back. William Kennedy, Lachlan Stein bursts on him. It shows great speed to get into the corner to beat Roberts Davis to the outside. But it was to the right early on, and then they built back to their left-hand side. Stein on the outside of Jed Cartwright races away in the corner. This is an important kick from the sideline. We're 20 apiece.
He's done everything right today as young Lachlan. And a well-earned rinse break for the Sharks, who have got back to level at 20. few adjustments on the side of the field from Bessie, and he got frustrated doing the right thing by the sponsors and being as gentle as he could. So he had a little bit of goal kicking practice. From the sideline to break the deadlock. Started it right, it has stayed right, this one, so maybe overcompensated just a little for his last strike, which was left. And Lachlan Stein, 2 today, 3 for the year, 6 all up. A strike rate of 0.4. Great game today. Irrespective of what happens over the next 13.5 minutes. Both these footy sides coming off a loss, and big losses as a matter of fact. The Sharks lost to the Tigers. Titans lost to the Broncos.
Donahue once again charging the ball forward. Great carries.
They certainly have all the momentum. They've had more of the football percentage-wise in the last 10 minutes than they have had all game. That can turn around really quickly, though. A mistake from Margulies.
He's got that great ability to offload the football, and I think he was going to try to do that on this occasion. No, it was from solid defence there.
Yeah, Margulies.
I shouldn't take that away. A great shot, Jordan Scott, underneath the football. Bundles it free. You can see the errors there from Cronulla. They've just had too many. They were building nicely to that left-hand side shift play that they love going to.
Just shows how professional, how competitive, and how just in their natural instinct it is, because Billy Margulies has had a wonderful afternoon since coming on from the bench, but is filthy with himself at the moment, and they will remember that one error over the 5 or 6 good things that they've done. Speaking of errors, this is a crucial one, a real let-off for the Sharks. Simple stuff here from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, that man Ethan Roberts, he's had a great game. I've been really impressed with the work that he's done there out on that right edge, and just gets to his feet there. The ball bobbles out of his hand, just loses control. And the advantage they got from the Margulies error has just been taken away from them. So important, it scores locked. And just about 11 minutes to go to full time.
Straightening things here. Nice work. Jade McDonough. Elias taking it to the line. A real variation in his game. Rayleigh moves into dummy half. Savage plays it back. It goes to Davies. It's back with Reese, who ends up over the sideline. Probably not what the Sharks were looking for, with 10.5 remaining. Down deep in Titans territory on the last play. It all just happened a little too fast, didn't give him the chance. And into touch.
Yeah, his kicking game, other than the one early in the first half that he kicked too long, has been pretty good from Reese Davies there. That occasion just couldn't get the football through. It was play on. Bundled in the touch. Good defence by the Titans, good urgency.
And great offload there. Jed Cartwright and a few of his smaller teammates just hovering around the back of him. No surprise. Bernard. Kurt Wright on halfway. Just tackle number 2. This is his front row partner, Watts. dummy half Scott. Playing out to the 5'8", who drops the ball cold.
1-on-1 strip, knock on Sharks.
Oh, that is a big call and a huge relief for the Titans. The ball had come free from the Titans, a 1-on-1 strip ruled, and as a result, a knock-on from the Sharks. So it's going to be a Gold Coast ball.
Oh, I think that's a really tough call. Josh Rogers taking it to the line.
The difficult part of this is the Titans' ball security was in question. They have been rewarded here by a fresh set of 6. I mean, it's a debate for another day, obviously. Oh, short ball and a little confusion. Bernard. Scott to dummy half again. Wraps around the back to Rogers. Cartwright again. He is going to be sick of the sight of Lachlan Stein.
Great defence.
Lebanon's Roberts. The ball free. Continues left. And knock on is the call here. High fives all round for the local team. Delighted with that and their defensive effort. 8 minutes remain. 20 all. Is it going to be 1, 2, or 4 points that they are looking for over the next 8 sets of 6? I say the 4.
I think with the mentality too of most of the NYC players, it is.
I think we might have an issue here.
Time out if he's injured. You getting up or not?
Siani Katoa.
Now he's up.
Is he good? We got tackle 1 here, guys. Marcus, lock in, 18, square up.
Siani Katoa.
1.
Oh, he caught one on the Huckleberry fin there. He wanted the penalty too. The right-hand side through Jack Williams. Good defence there to Brayley. Fui Avaralili. Play 4. Brayley asking questions of the Titans' defence. Last tackle for Cronulla. Points or pressure? What are they after? Out the back. And through. We have points. Jesse Savage. With the difference there. Urgency around the football. Determination to get to it. And he's been rewarded here.
Well, it got a bit sloppy in the ball movement coming out of dummy half and then eventually into Davies' hands. But it was a pinpoint kick and Savage was on the back end of it. The ball, the way it came out, McDonough there, he had to reach up to his right-hand side, Davies, but he gets it through and the great chase by Savage. 20 points apiece. Now comes 24-20 to the Sharks. Davies, a nice, neat little kick off the left foot there. Savage, great determination, gets the ball down. He's happy. The Sharks are in front.
Good work from Jesse there. The body positioning was exceptional. In getting to the ball, he was contesting with one of the Titans players, and his body positioning was first class. Second try of his emerging career. Big kick now for our man Bessie. Wind picking up here at Shark Park. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Getting ready for our next rendition of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Here we go. A little dance for Bessie. Drums are beating. This to make it a converted try. Flags are up. Great concentration and composure from Bessie Tumaga. 26-20. It was 16-6 at half-time in favour of the Titans.
Sorry, Eddie, some really tough defence on that edge there as they go for the short kick-off here, and they leap up above their great take there.
Guess who?
From the Sharks.
Lachlan Stein.
He's our man, isn't he?
Oh,
Contact here, though, Bernard, but put it down to some strong running from the lock forward in Jaden McDonough as well. He's just been fantastic. They force the ball free here, so some good field position to get some points back.
Max King, the 13 for the Titans, rewarded here. He has been, I think, the Titans' best, certainly busiest. We look at Stein flying above Jed Cartwright. Great shot from the 13 and the 8 from the Titans. That is King in 13, Bernard in 8. Here is Kurt, the big number 8 to start the set. But what about the enthusiasm and execution defensively from the Sharks, driving him back defensively? King spits it out the back. Somehow it remains in the hands of the Titans because there were Sharks everywhere. That is the 0 tackle. It was touched by Cronulla. This one's not over yet. You get the feeling we may have a kick to draw it late. Titans led for a majority of this one. Out the back to Tyrone Roberts-Davis. Knock on is the call. And the Titans now will get just one more attacking set.
Yeah, well, they built to that right-hand side. That's their go-to edge. They played out the back of Cartwright to Davis, and he just puts his right hand out. He's been so calm and composed every time he's gone to the football. He does it on that occasion and just goes down, and the Sharks, well, rushing it all to pack the scrum. The clock has been stopped. They're in front. Will they get an opportunity to slot a one-pointer down the other end of the field?
Sharks conservative. Simple footy, surely that is the key here. With 3 minutes remaining. If all does go to plan for the Sharks, they get 2 attacking sets here. Which means limiting the Titans to just 1. If they're smart and if it goes to plan. Doesn't always go to plan in 20s footy.
I'll tell you what, some strong carries have got them in some field position here where they will get a chance to go for one if they need to. Is that what they're thinking? Where's Davies?
Jaden Walker, last tackle. Coming to the near side, Williams. Rubbers through. Knock back and try. A beauty from the Sharks. Desperation and a little luck as well. The Titans hoping that they had just one too many rolls on that ball.
I think it was Tuolangi here. No, was it who gets his hands to the football? No, it's Tamaga there who gets it back on the inside. And Roberts-Davis, he was trying to get that football over the dead ball line to get that 7 tackle set and an opportunity to get back. But Tamaga, he got the foot out when he hits the ball back.
Foot out, absolutely.
Well, it doesn't matter. No video referees here. He certainly is. It should have been a restart to the Titans. It's not. William Kennedy was on the spot. He plants it down. So you can just see that foot goes out before he touches the football.
Yeah, disappointing way for this to finish with a decision like that, because by and large our refs and officials, I think, have had a really good game, clear in their instructions, right with their decisions. Some cracking decisions early, in particular, revolving around points. Thankfully, it's not a 2-point game. I know it's denied the Titans an opportunity at perhaps levelling. You'd hate to see the exact decision revolve around that. Just over 60 seconds remaining. Bessie. Beautiful kick again. They have scored 6 tries to 4. They lead by 12. And hard to argue that they haven't been the best side today at 32 points to 20.
Yeah, considering they were down at 16 points to 6 at half-time. It's been all one-way traffic pretty much after that. And the Titans did score first after half-time as well, to Fatafahi. So it's been a huge turnaround. Some really strong defensive performances individually, but also collectively as a group, and some strong ball carrying in particular from McDonough and also Nisbet. I think they've been fantastic. And then the ball movement, Reece Davies heavily involved. Kennedy as well, chiming in the back. Great second half performance.
Restart here from the Titans. A Sunday ticket. We are live from the Clive Churchill studio for our pre-game. We're going to come back here for the main game, the Sharks and the Titans, and of course, the Knights at home to the Tigers as well. Comprehensive preview, review, analysis, news. You will not miss a thing. Sunday ticket, edition 6 on Fox Sports, coming your way immediately following full time here. Winding the clock down and doing it safely here, the home side. Good start for Sharks fans for the day. And maybe they're not over just yet, but that is the siren. 6 tries to 4. The Sharks, another thrilling come-from-behind victory. Cronulla, too good for the Gold Coast. Your NYC winners, 32 points to 20.